So here we are, for the next month or so, nothing else matters. This is simply the tournament in world football. It has been a long 4 years, but we're finally here. The race for the big prize begins now. So many dreams, so many hopes, so many aspirations, but there can only be one winner. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Well, that was impressive. Match that. So a strong start, essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Well, Peter, I can tell you that both managers will have stressed the need for a very strong start here. Both have also indicated a front foot approach. If that is the case, then I don't think we're going to be complaining at the end. I certainly hope we'll be eulogising. There's an awful lot resting on this, and we'll probably end up reflecting on that.
So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Rabiot. Played out wide. Koundé. Moved on forwards. Koundé. Olise. Mbappe. Showing good feet. Olise! That is a brilliant interception. Full steam ahead down the left flank. Out towards the flank. Cherki. Hernandez. Mbappe. Konsa gets across to intercept that. Rice. James. Konsa, Rice, James chooses to go cross-field. Jordan Henderson. O'Reilly does really well well to win the ball there. Clearly not happy with that. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Stones. Stones gently done. And it's played forward. O'Reilly. Eze. Eze played out towards the right wing. Now it's Saka. And it's James. Saliba concedes a free kick for that. Tchouaméni, Rabiot, Koundé, Rashford, Kane. Oh, what a pass! Rashford. Now, what about a counter-attack? Olise. Eze has given away a free kick. It's Koundé. That's good play. Now who's going to be first to this? The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. So, another set play. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? It is a corner. Oh, smashing header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The pass is intercepted. O'Reilly. So who's he picking out? Saka. And the shot! Goal! England! England take the lead. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That pass has been well intercepted. O'Reilly has created one goal already. Jordan Henderson. France suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
And here's Dembele. Olise tries to dink it through. Stones.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
And here's Rashford. And it's Eze. Rabiot does well to get it back. Can he spark a counter here? That's good running with the ball. Rabiot. Chance for a shot! Kane. Now it's Rashford. Saka. James. James, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's Hernandez. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. It's a goal kick. Eze. Jordan Henderson. Rice. Konsa forwards and with intent. Saka, in with the challenge. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And that's going to be a booking. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe, he's got away. Mbappe! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Mbappe, well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Konsa. James. England going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Dembele wins the duel this time. Cherki. Koundé. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Pickford sends that a long way. And here's Dembele. Cherki. Just a whisker away. James. England can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. That's really well manoeuvred. And back to the keeper they go. Cherki. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Rashford. Time, excellent interception. Stones shifted upfield. And here's Kane. Charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's Kane! And the ball's come loose here. And he nearly went all the way.
That was some seriously slick play. Pretty much textbook apart from the finish. Very impressive movement.
Rice chips it through. There are a few waiting for it. He whips it across. He has found a way through. This might spell danger. That's good defending, very good defending. Mbappe. Konsa. O'Reilly. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. O'Reilly. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hernandez. Well read, nice interception. Saka. Rashford. Now it's Kane. Mignon claims it, and the danger passes. Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Minutes gone. Mbappe. And here's Rabiot. Out to the left it goes. Dembele. And they've been given a corner. O'Reilly trying to keep this in. Chouameni. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Rashford. Rice. Olise powering forward here. Olise. Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Rice. Konsa. James. Rice. Saka. Now he's off and running. Chouameni. Koundé. Aim forwards. Now it's Olise. Eze. O'Reilly. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe looking understandably energised after his goal. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rabiot. France have reclaimed it. It's Dembele!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Kane, and he welcomes it in. He is through here. Olise. Oh, this is a very good run.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And here's Dembele. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Extravagant effort! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Koundé. Oh, he's played it in low. That's going to go a long way. Referee's given a throw. Rabiot. Rashford. Mbappe, and he's heaved it away. O'Reilly cuts out the pass. Olise. James. Saka. That's an imaginative pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rabiot. Mbappe. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. James. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. He's well positioned here. Kane. And the counter-attack is on for England. Kane. Saka. Kane. Kane! Big moment! Massive goal! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
We're already back up and running after half-time.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were.
Mbappe! Eze. James. Konsa. James. Jordan Henderson. Rice. Played over towards the opposite flank. Olise. Swept, takes a shot! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So all square and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Upamecano. Saliba. Mbappe. Cherki. Hernandez. And here's Dembele. Hernandez picks it up out wide. Up he goes! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Olise certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
England have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. Rice. James. Looks to the other side. Kane. Now it's Saka. He's cut it out. And it's Bellingham. Shoots! Mbappe. James. Jordan Henderson. Bellingham. And it's O'Reilly. Olise. And they can counter here. And here's Mbappe. Cherki. Mbappe! Oh, they could be caught out here. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Jordan Henderson. Played towards the other side. Bellingham. Thinks about the... It's Dembele! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Saka. Olise. Ambitious ball here. Olise with the foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's James. Dembele being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Rice. And here's Kane. He's gone for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mbappe forwards and with intent. France have scored 2 quick goals here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Now it's Saka. Bellingham. Nice physical challenge. Tries a measured ball.
England really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an errant. Bellingham with a definite foul there. Saliba. Can he get onto this? Bellingham. James. And it's played forward. Saka looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's neat. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's O'Reilly. He's in a great position. Gets his head on it! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Kane really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Calmly anticipates. Hernandez. Moved on forwards. Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Dembele opts to play it back. That's really well manoeuvred. Saka could move up a gear here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rashford couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Rice does really well to win the ball there. Has crossed into the middle. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. And it's Hernandez. That's the throw. Chouameni. Rabiot. Olise. Stones, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Saka. Mbappe. Good running, strong and purposeful. That'll be a corner. Time for a change in personnel. Oh, what a climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. O'Reilly. Rabiot wins the duel this time. And it's played forward. Henderson aimed forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Muscular approach does pay off here. O'Reilly. Jordan Henderson. Now it's Saka. And it's O'Reilly. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rashford. Olise do have a chance to counter here. Olise forwards and is having a shot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. O'Reilly. Rashford. Bellingham. Now it's Saka. Bellingham. And here's Rashford. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ball is over the line. Mbappe. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. O'Reilly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Mbappe. Cherki. Turns and goes back. And here's Dembele. It's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Kane. Now it's Rashford. Face to face with the keeper. Saka! It's off target and by quite a way.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. James could try cutting inside here. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Now this is a potential flashpoint, and the referee has his hands full. And that has sent him sprawling. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible! Bellingham will take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
This is quite a battle.
England really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
He's shifting through the gears here.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Pickford gets it clear. Mbappe. And here's Elise. And here's Elise. Over to the left. He's on it. Can he get away?
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
England can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
And here's Kane. Kane spread out to the left. Spence. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
England
Koundé has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And he thumps it clear. It's Koundé. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Plenty of early set pieces here. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. And the finish! It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Stones. Pickford, long ball by the goalkeeper. Rashford, France have a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Cherki. And here's Mbappe. Chalaba with the slide tackle there.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cherki. Chalaba. Jordan Henderson. Rice. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. Olise. Moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That's a good run down the left. Rice herring after the ball here. And it's Kane. He's being urged to shoot. Great chance! In for the pieces! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Mignon, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
But that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeper parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky and come your way.
Turn the game on its head. Now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Rabiot. Koundé. Does really well to win the ball there. He is through here. Rabiot. That's really well manoeuvred. Cherki. Cherki! Oh, that is rather wayward. Rice. Chalaba, and he goes cross-field. And back to the goalkeeper. Tchouameni makes the interception. Cherki. And they've got rid. Mbappe. And here's Dembele. He's in a good position. And he shoots! Rice. Rashford. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the counter is on. And here's Bellingham. Koundé, aim forwards. Bellingham. And that's that. France stumble at the first hurdle. That has derailed their bid somewhat, and now the pressure is very much on. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Listen, sometimes going into chase mode can bring out the best in teams, and we're about to discover if this one has the substance needed to prevail. If they have it, the only way is up.
France. So the time has come. The curtain is about to be raised, and these two teams are ready to play their part. Both sides will have ambitions of making a mark on this tournament. In order to do that, they will be eager to get off to the best possible start. And we rise now for the English national anthem. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. The imperative for everyone, 3 points on opening day.
Well, Peter, I can tell you that both managers will have stressed the need for a very strong start here. Both have also indicated a front foot approach. If that is the case, then I don't think we're going to be complaining at the end. I certainly hope we'll be eulogising. There's an awful lot resting on this, and we'll probably end up reflecting on that.
Which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. That's really well manoeuvred. Hernandez is there, and he can get that clear. James. In by James. Diving header! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cherki. Mbappe. Olise. Lobbed in behind. Dembele. No question, that's a foul. Cherki, and here's Dembele. It's Dembele!
that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
James, gently done. And it's James. Kunde did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's a nicely shaped ball. Dembele! It's anyone's ball now. Dembele, and he's gone backward here. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Tchouameni shifted upfield. Great chance! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Elisa really needed everything to come together then at the precise moment. Not easy.
James. Konsa. James. Rice. James. And he goes cross-field. Oh, it's Dembele. Kunde. Oh, Red, nice interception. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Dembele. Dembele! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spiked.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rice. Konsa, aim forwards. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Hernandez. Rabiot. Mbappe, played out to the left flank. And here's Mbappe. Hernandez. There's the chance! Goal! France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
France, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now it's Saka, now it's Kane. It's Kane!
think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Cherki.
And here's Mbappe. And it's Rabiot. Clipped into space. Mbappe! It's out for a goal kick. Jordan Henderson. Moved on forwards.
England, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Saliba. And it's played forward. Rashford. Eze. And here's Kane. Saka. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And it's Dembele. Saka. Mbappe. And it's played forward. That was very necessary. That's a throw. Cherki. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Saliba. France have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Cherki. Aim forwards. Jordan Henderson. Eze. O'Reilly. Well read, and the danger is averted. Cherki. Rabiot. And it's Koundé. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now, who's going to be first to this? Hernandez goes for the shot! And he's heaved it away. Rice, gently done. O'Reilly. And here's Rashford. And here's Kane. Eze. Olise. Played right into his path. Konsa gets across to intercept that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Shoots! That's a half-decent try.
Kane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Kunde. Upamecano. Rabiot. Kunde. Cherki. Moved on forwards. Rice played into space. Saka, and he's managed to get free. And he's there to get it away. That'll be a throw-in. It's run loose here. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Kane. Rashford given the lift of his goal. He's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Rashford. And the shot's on here. Kane! Oh, good effort. He got plenty on that.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Rabiot. Kunde. Cherki. Kunde. Chouameni. That's really well manoeuvred. That is a great pick out. Hernandez goes for a shot! There are a few waiting for it. Cherki. Oh, this is a great position. Kunde. Can he finish? Cherki. It's Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Olise. Olise! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Olise clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Rashford. And here's Saka. That's a throw. Ball swung in, climbs up big, and again. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. James moves short. And it's Rice. O'Reilly. It's Kane! And that's caused a worry or two.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
Rabiot. Upamecano shifted upfield. Chouameni. Olise. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. And here's Dembele. Dembele! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Kane is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rabiot has created one goal already. And here's Olise. He is just caressing the ball. A chance to play it in. Intercepted. He's in a good position here. Big chance! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Stones aim forwards. That's really well manoeuvred. England going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Cherki. Rabiot. Koundé. Can he deliver? Rabiot. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rice. And it's James. And it's been played through. Koundé tries to clear. Chouameni, gently done. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
And it's played forward. Good play on the left-hand side here. O'Reilly, and it's lofted through here. Not quite on the same wavelength. Saliba. Hernandez. Saliba, head over towards the opposite flank. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, he's overshot the green. Eze. Eze. England can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Upamecano. Rabiot. Moved on forwards. Cherki. And here's Dembele. Out towards the flank. Koundé. Oh, good spread. Oh, such a clever touch. Mbappe. Koundé. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Oh, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Konsa. O'Reilly. And here's Eze. And it's Kane. Shot, surely! Oh, they could be caught out here. In he goes again. Hernandez gets rid without sophistication. James. Ooh, delicate. Oh, shooting chance! Good effort first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. Upamecano. Cherki. Elise. Rabiot. Hernandez. Very nicely done. Cherki. Rice cuts out the pass. Oh, it's come loose. Crossed into the middle.
France clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Konsa. James. Konsa. James. England keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Played towards the other side. O'Reilly. He'll try to keep this alive. Upamecano. Koundé. Koundé forwards and with intent. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Saka. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Rashford! Oh, taken with style. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And now he has two. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Henderson does really well to win the ball there. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Lovely feet. Rashford. Oh, super find. Rice. And it's Eze. That's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe. James, gently done. Eze, shifted upfield. He's in, surely! A header! They've scored! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
England get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
And here's Dembele. Koundé. Nice control. Cherki. And here's Elise. Rabiot. Played out to the right. And they can counter here. Saka carries the ball down the right. Proves too strong. Moved on forwards. Now that's well seen too. Stones. And it's O'Reilly. Has a quick glance. Rabiot. So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Rabiot. 60 minutes played. Upamecano, and it's played forward. Dembele. Konsa wins the duel this time, and it's Kane. Over to the left. Rashford. That's very neat. Rashford! And the ball's come loose here. Mbappe, he's on a run down the left wing.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out.
Eze! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Eze. Rice. And here's Saka. Oh, great play. And the shot! That comes as a mighty relief.
Saliba, Cherki, Hernandez.
France to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward.
Saliba,
Aim forwards. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Kane. And here's Rashford. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
Olise.
And it's Koundé. That is lovely. Now it's Rabiot. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Mbappe. O'Reilly gets good distance on it.
Koundé.
Rabiot. That'll be a throw. Koundé. Rashford. Stones. Eze. And it's Rashford. Now it's Kane. Saka. James. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Tries to get it clear. Do have a chance to counter here. Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Rabiot. Koundé. Koundé. Hurtling down that right flank. That is good strength. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Eze. Stones forwards and with intent. Koundé. Hernandez. Hernandez going full tilt down the left. And it's Hernandez. Henderson can get it clear. Cherki. And here's Mbappe. Hernandez. Mbappe. It's a threat. Decent chance! He scores!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that. Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So all square and not for the first time.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. the next goal is going to be so significant.
Rice. Konsa. Stones looks to the other side. We get a throw in. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He's having a shot! Goal, England! And they've got their lead back. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them up instead.
England take the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Rabiot chooses to go cross-field. Hernandez. And here's Mbappe. Koundé. Pinged towards the front line.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Rashford. Eze, gently done. Upamecano. Cherki. Saliba. Cherki. Eze. Koundé does really well there, strong defending. Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Rabiot. Mbappe. Moved on forwards. And the counter is on. Rashford gets flagged offside. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Rabiot. And he's well positioned here.
Really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And it's Eze. Nice looking ball. And he's picked out the run. Shapes to shoot! Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
France making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
So the lead now is 2.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's going to go a long way. Chouameni. And here's Rabiot. Oh, nice touch. Oh, it's come loose. Rabiot thinks about the shot. Rabiot, he has found the way through. Jordan Henderson. Konsa. Rice. O'Reilly. O'Reilly drives forward on the overlap. Oh, well measured. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Good challenge, excellent challenge. Eze. O'Reilly. Jordan Henderson. Rice. O'Reilly. Now he's off and running. Akiush. And here's Doué. Mbappe. Oh, good take in a good area. And there's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
He expected better, and so did he. And it's Rabiot. Out to the right, played back in. Little doubt, that is a foul. Great defending, strong and determined. Well timed, excellent interception. Gusto. That's really well manoeuvred. And the flag has stayed down. Gusto puts a cross in. Gusto. And here's Rabiot. This could be their final throw of the dice. England making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Rashford. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, there is no hiding a huge sense of disappointment here. The all-important win has eluded them. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much less room for error now.